Is esports dead? Like, I remember when like League of Legends had like one of the biggest leagues ever. Like, it was like hundreds of millions of dollars you could win, and then Fortnite had something where you could win like hundreds and thousands of dollars. I feel like when esports started getting big, that was kind of when the casuals like me stopped playing those games. Like, I never hopped on League of Legends because the first time I got on there, I got demolished. I got smoked. Every person on there thought that they were trying to be pros or they had pro aspirations. It's kind of similar to what's happening with Call of Duty right now, where you cannot have a casual experience in Call of Duty, especially with how the matchmaking is right now. If you have a few good games in a row, you're going to be put into the lobby with someone who has been on Call of Duty for 3 days straight and who has probably attempted or wants to attempt to play professionally. Same thing happened with NBA 2K. For those who are not familiar with it, it's just a basketball simulation game where it has a casual aspect, but you know, you really don't get nothing out of it. It's very boring after like a month or two once you've reached the highest level. So that's kind of where the competitive scene started picking up, where, okay, I can take my character and play him against other people who think they are as good as I am. Tournaments and cash prizes and stuff like that. And there's even a 2K league now, similar to Call of Duty, how they have their own professional league. But it's like, to get into those leagues, like, you have to be amazing. Like, you have to be one of the best at the game, because it is big money behind those. You have to pay a cameraman, you have to pay a social media manager, you have to pay a production studio assistant. Like, there is so much money that has to go into these leagues to just have them run at a small scale. Because when you think of a league, you think of NFL, NBA, MLB, MLS. You think of leagues that it's hundreds of employees that work for one team. So that means for an entire league, that's thousands of employees. And we're not even talking about the players and how much these players make. Large majority of people that buy games are buying it to have fun. They're not buying it to be competitive. Does that make sense? They're not playing it to be the best at the game. They just want to have a fun experience. That's majority of the consumers, where there's a very, very small percentile of people that want to take a game professionally. And I ain't gonna lie, I had those aspirations with NBA 2K. That's why I kind of know what that pro route looks like. And what I realized is there's not a lot of people that can take their game to that next level. I'm not saying that to say I'm like the greatest 2K player ever. I'm just saying I never had that opportunity to learn what it took to be those people. I could win a couple games here and there in a casual lobby, but like, you're gonna come across somebody who is extremely good and they don't play pro. They are just on there at Saturday at 1 a.m. just waxing people, and they are getting off and going to work tomorrow. There's people that are just naturally good at the game who spend a lot more time on it than you. And I felt like I can't even beat those guys. So how am I going to beat someone who's practicing and training to be good at the game? So that kind of led me down this content route where I just enjoy making the content. I don't know if esports is dying. I just think there needs to be a more casual scene of it. I feel like they took esports like this. It went on a straight projectile to the moon, where it kind of needs to be, you know, it needs to have some evenness to it. There has to be tiers of leagues where people can be casual and have fun in a league. And if you're too good, hey, you cannot compete in this league. You need to go to a higher league. And, you know, I feel like games can start implementing things like this. I feel like Call of Duty is honestly early to it, having the skill-based matchmaking. Hey, the way you're playing, you're in the bronze league. If you can make it out of this league, you get this award, you get this award. They may already have something like that. I haven't played Call of Duty in a really long time, but like, they could have that type of system already in the game, like ranked, basically ranked, but like there's more at stake. Like, you could get like a cash prize or something for it. Like, you could apply to different tournaments or something where you can make some real tangible money in a ranking system. But honestly, I just wanted to start by saying, is esports dead? But like, let's just think about where esports is, where there's just so many leagues that are having a solid viewership. They're having solid content creators sign up to be a part of their league, where people have their own brand that's probably bigger than the league's brand. Like, it's constantly growing. There will always be people that are just overly good at a game, needs to be put on a bigger stage. So that's why I was like, as long as, you know, a competitive game is on the scene, there will be a professional element to it. I'm just saying it more in the sense of how can you make it more attractive to someone like me who honestly probably doesn't understand how good you are at the game. And this kind of makes me think about how F1 did that documentary recently where it showed you like how much goes into like what they put in the car, and you know, they got to do driving simulations of the tires in this weather. Like, there's so many things that go on behind the scene that gives you a better realization of, wow, this is very cool and crazy that they are this good at what they do. I don't know what video game could take it that far too. Like, could Call of Duty take it that far? Like, no, because majority of gamers do not play shooters. Could Minecraft take it that far? Farming Simulator, there's a Farming Simulator league. Could that take it that far? Attractive to multiple audiences. But that's my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what's your thoughts on esports right now, man. I feel like it's growing. I feel like there's a good base to it, but I feel like it's stuck. I feel like it went so quick to this spot where we're at right now, where I don't know where it grows from here, because someone like me, I'm not watching those leagues. And I feel like majority of my community is not watching those leagues. We watch content creators. So like, how do you kind of bridge the gap of, okay, he's equally as good at the game as he is at making content? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I want y'all to think out loud. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's Malik Childish. This is another episode of the MC Show. I will catch you later. Two.